Live from Sin City, it's the Socks and Pinstripes Podcast. And now, here's the star of the show, Giant Dr. Griffin!
This is Diet Dr. Griffin, back with another episode of the Socks and Pinstripes Podcast. Busy December times. The winter meetings are upon us. Winter is coming. I never watched that TV show, but apparently that was a thing.
I watched the first season. It was okay.
You know, I actually did get HBO Max as part of my Black Friday spending.
Oh,
And
nice.
I may have to watch a little bit of it, but I don't know. I got so much to watch. I did the HBO thing, and then I did Hulu and Disney Plus.
Oh, Max is by far my favorite. They have all the best. If you like anime, they have all the best stuff. So,
Well, I'm going to be spending a lot of time looking on Max in the coming months.
Yeah.
And
they really it's like remember Toonami when that was a
Yes.
thing? Yeah. So Max really has like taken up the mantle of the 30 to 40 somethings who watch Toonami, and they have all of that same stuff. So,
well, there are going to be some 30-somethings, I'm sure, that we're going to be talking about today. We have not had good transitions lately with this.
hey, that was pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie. So,
Well, I guess there is a 30-something. Miguel Rojas, he has agreed to stay with the Dodgers for
okay.
one final season, and he's going to retire and take on a role somewhere in the organization, which is kind of what he had hinted that he wanted to do.
Oh, nice. I'm glad they gave him a spot because he deserves it. So,
Especially after how he hit during the postseason, and I believe Mookie even credited him as, basically teaching him how to be a shortstop.
yeah, you said that on a previous show too. So.
Oh, I did. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. I probably said that, but
Run the tape back.
now I don't know if it's the case in this deal, but something I saw on Twitter was that Spotrac said that they're expecting a lot more signing bonuses in deals that are coming up, and he mentioned that there was a $23 million signing bonus in the Cease deal. And the reason that they're saying this is because signing bonuses are protected in the case of a lockout.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Vladdy set up his contract in a manner so I think $25 million every single year, or either $23 or $25 million every year, is paid as a signing bonus.
There you go.
And I think
Smart guy.
that's to skirt the Canadian income tax, because Vladdy, according to Alexa, is a resident of Florida.
Oh, yeah, of course. They're all residents of Florida. I mean, that's the reason why Jeff Bezos is now a resident of Florida, because they also don't tax when you cash out your stocks. They don't tax that in Florida either. So,
Well, wait a minute. Well, maybe not for state tax, but I thought capital gains tax is federal tax.
sure, but there's a workaround in Florida where you can qualify it as not capital gains. So
Well, I don't know
that's
that
why
one, so
that's
might
why
look it up.
That's why Jeff Bezos loves his father in Florida right now. So
Well, a lot of people should love their fathers, though.
yes,
To be
everyone
fair.
should, arguably. Well, unless your
Well,
father,
I mean, not
complete
everybody.
yeah,
Let's not go
terrible
down that.
person, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
And speaking of somebody who is a terrible person, Alec Manoah.
Why is he terrible again?
He's just a terrible pitcher.
Okay, yeah.
I remember.
Does
Do you
that
remember
make him a terrible person? That's a bold statement.
Well, I needed some kind of transition. We keep not getting the transitions going here.
But we don't need transitions. So
I'm
transitions
trying.
are for squares.
Yes. Well, Alec Manoah is
But
back.
what if we just start saying non sequitur after everything? I feel like that could work. So
No, No, it's not. Alek Manoah is back in baseball, and he is with
Non sequitur.
he's back with the Angels. Well, I mean, I
Oh,
guess he's back in baseball. He never actually played for the Angels. Alek
okay.
Manoah once said, "Pressure is something that is put into tires."
Because he doesn't experience it because he's on his own journey right now in baseball. So
Yeah, he was third place in the Cy Young Award a few years ago with the Blue Jays, and then completely fell off a cliff. Ended up
oh,
having to have heart
he was
surgery.
their ace. He
Yeah,
wasn't like yeah, he was the Blue Jays ace, and then just I guess decided he was going to eat donuts for a whole year and never recovered from that. So
I remember the year where Jeff drafted him, and then cut him like 6 weeks into the year, and I was like, "What is he doing? Cutting Alek Manoah 6 weeks into the year? He's third place in the Cy Young." Yeah, yeah, yeah. I pick him up, and then he just completely blows it up for me. Did you pick up Manoah that year too, or was it maybe Taylor or somebody else picked him up?
yeah, I think that might have been someone else. I could have also picked him up. I probably did, honestly. He can never have enough good pitching. I thought he would turn it around, but
I think we all thought it would turn around, and then it
yeah,
just wheels fell off. He went down to like the lowest level training camp for pitchers, kind of reset, and then they just gave up on him. I think he was with I think the Braves signed him. He was
yeah.
in their
I
minor
won that
leagues.
year, so I'm like, I don't even care if I picked him up or not. So
I was just saying he bounced around a lot. He was a big time fantasy bust that year.
yeah,
But I think the reason he chose the Angels over other teams and
the
Kirk
Angels love
Suzuki,
paying per bus.
that poor
So
bleep. The reason that he did was because the Angels gave him a major league deal,
hmm,
and they gave him like almost $2 million. And at this point, getting a guaranteed major league contract probably trumped all because I imagine other teams may have been interested in him as a minor league guy, invite to camp, like try to earn your spot in the team.
yeah,
The Angels are like,
that
I
makes
don't
sense.
care. We'll pay you to get on the roster. It's like, yeah, I can understand that. And it's a 1 year deal, so they'll probably consider trading him if he has any semblance of
Probably, yeah.
success.
He's not going to. Didn't the Angels are switched up their GM too, right? So
No,
or their
no,
manager.
they switched up their manager and they gave him
Yeah,
a
okay.
1 year deal,
Yeah.
which
So
like
they're like, hey, make Alex Manoah great or you're fired. So
basically, well, I think the GM is tied to a 1 year deal too, so they could very well both be gone after the next season.
okay.
All right, we got a good transition here because Ron Washington, the former Angels manager, who the Angels tried to kill this season,
They really did. Poor guy.
he has got his new job for next year, and he's going to be the infield coach for the San Francisco Giants.
Good for him. Honestly, that's probably a better place for him. That's like Scott Service went to be a coach like that for the Blue Jays. And, we know what they did. So,
Yeah, and I have willed this into existence because he's going to teach Rafael Devers how to play first base.
well, we'll see if Devers accepts that or not. So,
Well, you guys remember the famous scene when they go to Scott Hadenberg's house in Moneyball, and Ron Washington's there with Billy Bean, and they're trying to convince Hattie Hadenberg there to play first base, and like Billy's like, "Oh, it's so easy," and then Ron's like, "It's incredibly hard." It's one of the funniest gifs, and I threw that out there a
I need
lot.
to I need to rewatch that movie because there's a lot of references. Like I've obviously seen it a couple of times, but not recently. So
It's one of those movies I like to watch every single year before the baseball season, at least
I
once.
still haven't seen Bill Durham. I really need to get on top of
Oh
that.
my
But
God, go see
yeah,
Bill Durham before the baseball this year, man.
yeah. Well,
It's
you mean baseball next year?
yes, this next baseball season, yes. But watch it this year too if you can.
Okay.
All right, so we got some pitching signings here, a couple of bullpen options here. Ryan Helsley signed with the Orioles for 2 years, $28 million.
That's good for them because they normally are adverse to pitching, and Helsley is serviceable. So
Yeah, he fell off hard after going to the Mets. He was traded at the deadline, but he was having a really good first half.
yeah,
And what they were saying is that he was tipping his pitches when he went to the Mets.
there are a lot of I feel like this is the year of teams catching pitchers tipping. This year and the last couple of years, pitchers have been putting the splitter in their hand initially, and like that is their kind of, or has been their kind of way in which to throw teams off from tipping the pitches. But I think like initially putting your hand into a splitter, putting it in your glove, and then if you show any motion at all, they know it's not coming. And so I feel like we're having this like adverse effect where pitchers think that by like the splitter is the hardest pitch to not tip. And so by always going to the splitter and then not throwing a splitter, they're actually tipping pitches, even though their like intention is to not tip it, is how I feel about it.
Yeah, I know Luzardo was another guy who had a major pitch tipping incident for a couple of starts and then
Even
corrected himself.
Andres Munoz, one of the best closers in the league, got caught tipping as well. So
Yeah, I think they're going to have a renewed emphasis on that in the offseason while they're figuring things out.
I think the vibe of just like putting your hand into a splitter to start every single pitch comm is not like I don't think that's good for if you're like trying to keep people from catching you tipping. I think that part of tipping is sure the hardest pitch to not tip off is the splitter, but the easiest pitch to know you're not being thrown is if the catcher obviously does a splitter and then you see his hand moving in the glove, which is it's the easiest pitch to see being changed in the glove. It's the hardest pitch to put into the glove. So it's kind of like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I feel like a lot of that.
Catch 22.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So.
Well, splitter beware.
Mm-hmm.
And an interesting signing, Devin Williams has signed with the Mets.
Really?
For 3 years, $50+ million.
Wow, they might have a really, if Devin Williams can turn around whatever New York told him to do, which obviously did not work for him. I'm not saying that it wasn't the correct thing to tell the kid, but it didn't work for him there. And if the Mets can tell him something that works for him, they will have a really good closing crew over there.
And well, Diaz is still a free agent. They haven't decided for sure that he's going to come back yet. He's got to decide he's going to come back too.
Intrigue. I really hope he comes back for the Mariners at a good price, but I doubt it. So,
well, he opted out of another 2 years and $20+ million. So he thinks
he wants to come back here and win a championship. I love that kid. He's my new favorite.
Well, I still think the Mets are going to make a decent push to keep him.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting them. I don't think we're getting them either, but like it's it's fun to think about. So
sure, certainly is. The one of the things that I noticed was that David Stearns is the VP of baseball operations there in New York, and he was likely the guy that drafted Devin Williams because of their time with the Brewers.
Yeah. Well, he was fantastic with the Brewers, just had a lackluster season this year. So who knows? I mean, he could have been injured too, and they just didn't tell anyone. So
it's not the first time that has happened, and it's not the first time that has happened as well.
yeah, on both counts for sure. Yeah, sometimes New York can be too big for people. So
yeah, well, the Mets aren't as big as the Yankees in terms of pressure and stuff.
Yep.
Now there have been some interesting interesting signings right now because a lot of these pitchers that are signing here, at least the starting pitchers, they're signing a lot of pitchers from foreign leagues right now. Like
Okay.
Cody Ponce is a guy who got $30 million over 3 years from the Blue Jays. And he basically was like the worst pitcher in baseball in like 2021 when he was with the Pirates. Then he went to Japan for like 3 years, didn't do anything. And this year he goes to the KBO, goes like 17-1, has more strikeouts than like any pitcher ever in that league, and wins their MVP award.
Hmm. So that only applies to people who are not named Trevor Bauer then.
Oh, we got a fun little one with that, dude. We got a fun one with that one coming up.
Perfect.
But Cody Ponce signed. You have another KBO pitcher, I believe his name was Weiss, that signed with the Astros earlier. And then you've got another KBO player named Anderson, Drew Anderson, who is signing with the Tigers after a couple years in Korea.
Okay. Tigres. I mean, I have always been a fan of the Tigres, unlike you. So
Yeah, it's weird because like some of these guys that have had success going overseas, like Miles Mikolas and what's his face, the guy
Trevor
from
Bauer.
no, I'm talking about he actually
Just
is making it
kidding. Just
back.
kidding.
It's Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly, like
Oh yeah,
those
that's
guys
right.
had
Right.
success over there and then come around here. Eric Fetty was a guy that the White Sox
Yeah.
signed a
Betty
couple years
was
ago.
big. Yeah, it was big for a couple for 1 year. So
Yeah, I think he was with he got traded to the Cardinals last year. And I
yeah.
don't think he had as good of a year this year.
No, he did not have a good year this year, but whatever he did last year, that was a name people were talking about. So
And then the White Sox, they went out and they got Trevor Bauer's teammate Anthony Kay. So they're trying
yeah,
to do
which
the
I'm just
Fetty
like
thing.
Fred Manfred. Free Trevor Bauer. Why? Why, bro? Just because
I
you don't
mean,
like the kid? Like I'm like, come
yeah,
on.
yeah. I mean, during
You're a
that whole
bald pencil running a failing league because you're an idiot. So just like give the people what they want. Free Trevor Bauer.
yeah, I don't understand it at this point. I feel like it's the bigger crime almost seemed like it was not kissing the ring versus the actual like stuff that got
It
most of
was
it got
only
proven.
alleged and then it got acquitted.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Like it got
he's
kind of
an innocent man in the eyes of the law right now.
yeah,
Which
except
whether or
it's
not like you believe that or not is your own personal opinion. But in the eyes of the law, as it stands right now, completely innocent man. So
this reminds me of Marty Augustine from The Long Goodbye, and he's like he doesn't care about the guy who got murdered the woman, his wife or whatever. All he cares about is his money. It's like the real crime was he took my money.
no, I haven't seen The Long Goodbye, but I'm sure I would laugh.
It's a
So
yeah. The point is like we've kind of discussed that already. There was another trade between the Pirates and the Red Sox, and I don't really know what to make of it because the most interesting part is that the password was traded.
okay.
And the password is a Red Sox outfielder because of his ridiculously spelled first name. You want
And
to
it's
guess?
pronounced what, Griffin?
I couldn't tell you how to pronounce it. I never seen him never really seen him talk about him. I maybe have to look for Jeff Passan actually like talking about the trade and trying to pronounce the guy's
The Red Sox team have listened to radio production and they know how to say it and have said it and I've heard it and I'm
heard
not able
anybody.
to repeat it. So
I haven't been able to see anyone talk about this trade. I've only seen read the reports. But the guy's first name is spelled Jhostynxon.
yeah,
Haspard.
yeah. I thought this was a really good trade though. So
Well, I don't know enough about these players to know if whether or not it's a really good trade or not, because Oviedo is coming off of Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, so that's your thing is like, so Password is unproven talent, right? But
Yeah.
could be really good and has had flashes of brilliance. Oviedo, a really good pitcher. Generally, pitchers aren't great after Tommy John, but can be great after Tommy John, and we've seen examples of both. So I think it's just kind of like unproven talent for unproven talent, and the Red Sox definitely need relief pitching, and so I think this is a good trade because it's
Is the
like
other
they're
guy a
giving up
reliever that the
someone
Red?
who
Is the other
could
guy
be
the
great.
reliever got a red? The other guy the Red Sox got was a reliever because Oviedo's a starter.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah,
he was going to be a reliever for them. I thought he pitched in relief a couple of times.
I mean, a lot of pitchers pitch in relief a couple times, but I remember Oviedo being a starter.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm probably talking out my butt right now. So
Yeah, he's basically had 67 starts in 81 games for his career.
yeah,
So,
all right. Yeah,
I mean, the Red Sox got Quinn Priester from the Pirates last year. Well, actually, no, it was I think it was last year, the end of this of 2023, and then they flipped him, or 2024, and they flipped him this year because they gave him to the Brewers, and he pitched fairly well for the Brew Crew. And I think they
yeah,
got like
okay.
a
Yeah,
compensatory first round draft pick for him. I think it was something crazy. So maybe they felt like they needed to get that other back end pitching guy
yeah,
for depth. I mean, you can't have too much depth these days with pitchers.
that's true. And honestly, like if he is going to be a starter, the starter that he's always been, that I'm denying apparently right now, then that would still be a great addition to the team. So
Yeah, I don't know what to make on the Pirates side. I mean, the thing is, the Red Sox had a lot of outfielders, so they probably
yeah.
just needed to clear out some space. And
And honestly, the Pirates could use another guy. So they got Byron Buxton, who
Pirates don't have
I
Byron
guess
Buxton.
what's up?
Pirates don't have Byron Buxton.
Oh yeah, he's on the Twins now.
Are you thinking Brian
Um,
Reynolds?
yes, Brian Reynolds. That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah. So they got him. They got the other guy who has a lot of upside as well. And so
Well,
they're
O'Neill
missing that.
Cruz really fumbled it last year, but he
Yeah.
had a
So
lot of
so
upside.
they're missing that other guy. So like this could be great to solidify in their infield. So
Well,
or outfield. Sorry. But
though, they have one of the top prospects in all of baseball in Griffin, Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin, that's what it
no.
was.
Okay. Yeah.
He's supposed to be like a shortstop, and he's
Well,
gonna be,
shortstop fine, but isn't Password an outfielder or no?
I believe, Password's an outfielder. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is like so they got the guy who's going to play shortstop and they're solidifying the outfield. So it in a sense it makes sense like you want to take a chance on your third outfielder to be really great because we've seen what happens when you have three great outfielders in the Mariners had that and most recently the Padres when Jerkson Profar was taking PEDs, God bless his soul, that was like the best outfield in baseball. So
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
and they made the playoffs kind of based on them just sniping people on the bases. So
Very good defensively here.
yeah, yeah.
And you know who was also good at defense? And I had a little story to talk about with this, but Robocop was good at defense.
Nice. That's a flawless transition, bro. I think you don't give yourself enough credit. So
Well, there's a bit of a story behind this. So many, 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 many years ago,
I love the deep
they
breath
talked
too.
about
That explains it all. So
they talked about in Detroit how they were going to make this statue of Robocop.
Mhm.
And Did I ever tell you I went to Detroit, Shane?
You've told me, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love RoboCop?
I love RoboCop as a 9 or a 10 there. Say a 9 for RoboCop.
Not only a 9, huh?
Well, I went to Detroit 2 years ago.
What is a 10 for you in the sci-fi? I just need to know.
I don't know. I mean, RoboCop might be a 10. The first RoboCop movie is very good. It's
Griffin,
so
I just want to know,
comedic.
what is a 10 for you in sci-fi?
I have to think about
Does
what
Dune
a
get there?
no, Dune is not a RoboCop. I gotta think about what a 10 is in sci-fi, and maybe RoboCop is it for me. And
Yeah.
maybe I'm just deluding myself here, but I was in Detroit two
If you
years
had to
ago.
guess right now, gun to your head, Griffin, you're about to be murdered. 10 in sci-fi for you.
William Shatner. That's the
All right.
10.
You're a
William Shatner.
Trekkie.
If
Okay.
there's
You're a
one
Trekkie.
10, that's it. It's got to be William Shatner. Everything else
All
is
right.
behind William
Yeah.
Shatner.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we got this one figured out.
Dude, get to
So
know the host. I'm just trying to help our listeners get to know you. So,
that's good. That's good. So I'm also trying to tell a
do
story
you
here
know
about
that they do a Christmas Carol in Cleon?
no.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of amazing, and I think everyone should do it once. But anyways,
Not
different
William
topic.
Shatner. He'll come in there with a phaser and kill all the Klingons because they killed my son. Okay. So back to RoboCop. So
Yeah.
I thought this statue was already there.
Mm,
Because I had seen the clips of it, I Googled it, they saw like the image of the statue. I was like, oh, this thing is already built. It's in the marketplace. So I go
right.
to this Eastern marketplace where it's supposed to be, and it's apparently something that's only open on the weekends. And I didn't know this. And I went there in the middle of the day and I was asking around about the RoboCop statue, and the people working there were like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
And this was not a good part of Detroit. This was the part of Detroit that RoboCop needed to cover because it was bad. It was scary.
Dude, RoboCop's pursed lips right now looks like he's just. Never mind. Yeah,
Drop it.
I promised I wouldn't make any extra work for you, but yeah, you can imagine what it looks like. So,
So I'm very mad because I have literally no reason outside of getting pizza to ever go back to Detroit. There's nothing there. There's literally nothing there but going to professional sports teams. I'm
Really?
sorry, there's nothing in Detroit.
Okay.
I went there the year that I went there because it was Miguel Cabrera's final season, and I thought I should go see one of the all-time greats.
Isn't it on Lake Michigan?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So
You
Lake
can look
Michigan, one of
across.
the Great Lakes, isn't worth seeing.
Well, one of the cool things about Detroit was that
Yeah,
you
okay,
could,
here we
at
go.
one point, look across the river,
Uh-huh.
and you see Canada.
Yeah, it's the farthest north country that is south of the United States. Fun fact.
There are some parts where you can drive south and then get into Canada.
Yeah, because Windsor is south of Canada. Windsor is south of Detroit. Sorry,
Yeah, it's wild.
and Windsor is in Canada. So,
So
fun
I think
fact:
the only
it's across the Detroit River, right? Like I think so. Or,
that I don't know for sure. The one
yeah,
thing I know is the only way I'm probably gonna ever end up in Detroit again is if I do my wild and crazy dream of, and this would be something I have to do like in my years in retirement, would be to go to every single baseball stadium in one baseball season.
oh, dude, Griffin, I think you should do that before you retire.
Well, I gotta coordinate every single one. I'm gonna try to go to all of them,
Yeah,
but to
every
go in
single
one
one, and then well,
season?
it's only 30, and then you could monetize it by like doing a YouTube whatever. So
Yeah, but then I have to show my face and all that
sure,
jazz.
yeah,
I don't know. Well,
but like someone's going to love you, Griffin. So and
and
it
then
might be a lot of people. So
that person is going to murder me where I stand. And
okay,
on that note, we're done with the show today because I'm
murder,
completely I'm completely
murder.
I'm completely steamrolling over Shane's fact that he may or may not have because I haven't asked him yet.
Yeah, okay. I
Do
do
you
have
have
a fact.
Do you do? All right. What do we got?
We got hot dogs connected to baseball as early as 1893. So that's your first hot dog and baseball reference.
Was it a Wrigley dog?
Was not. It was just
Must have been one of the Cincinnati sock dogs.
no, it's probably closer to a red snapper. So you as a Boston fan, I know you know what that is. So
Yes. Yes. Yes, I do.
yes.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye now.